Tonight on Making It Here, it's all about making a house into a home, from selling it to redecorating it to rebuilding it. And it's all coming up next on Making It Here.
My name is Sarah Auerbach, and this is my partner,
Cindy Nelson, and our business is called Amherst Style. We do home staging. Home staging is getting a house prepared to sell.
We also do interior redesign, which is using a person's own belongings and own accessories to remix and change their house and redesign it. Today we're at a client's house. We've been here for a couple days, and today we're going to finish up by working in the dining room and the kitchen and the living room and continue with the staging and decorating process. So we're going to get to work right away. So I think
what we should start with, Sarah, is this area.
Okay.
And I think it's a little bit heavy. So I think what we should do is maybe bring it over to this area here in order to lighten it.
That's a good point. Also, their front door feels like when you come in, it's almost a little bit blocked with this big piece. So
it'll clear out the passageway. Home staging is actually different than decorating. It's a completely different concept.
A lot of people, before they sell their cars, they'll detail their cars. You know, what we really do is detail your house, is we prepare it for sale. Homes are very personal spaces, and you'll have a lot of your own collections, your own family photographs. It's a space that's very personal to you. People looking at your home, you want them to see your home. You don't want them to get stuck on your family pictures or your beautiful collections. You want them to feel that they can move into a house. So one of the key tenets of home staging is to depersonalize it a little bit and to make it more like a product that we can market. People don't realize that when you're selling a house, you really need to make sure that it's crystal clear. When someone looks at a home, I think I heard on average they spend about 10 minutes in a house. That's not a lot of time. So if they walk in and they trip over, you know, a footstool, or there's office paperwork on a dining room table, I mean,
Too much clutter.
It bogs them down.
Right.
And you know, when the mind gets confused, it kind of shuts off, and people, their reaction is, okay, I'm ready to leave this place. I don't want to be here. So you have a very short period of time. So when we go into a house, we walk to the entrance of each room and we just say, what's our first impression here? What must change?
Right.
And then we have a series of steps we take. And it's just very important. And when you're living in a space day after day, you just can't see it anymore.
Now it's about staging.
Yeah, well, really, you know, you wanted to be able to envision that this is a dining room and you're going to use it as a dining room. It had become a little bit of a catch-all for craft projects, paying bills, storage, etc. So we're trying to bring it back to the function that it's intended to. So if someone walks into the house, they walk in and they say, oh, wow, I could have a party here. I could have Christmas here. I could, you know, have a holiday here. So it's all really about making people think about how they would live in a space.
It's an exciting market because a home is a family's #1 investment, and we feel very powerful about that we will be helping them protect that investment and getting the best value that they can get.
And particularly in a market which we're seeing, which is a slower real estate market, when you prepare a home for sale, it's shown that nationally a house will sell almost 50% faster and for almost 7% more than the unstaged home. So there's a lot of value to preparing your home professionally and with people who have been trained to do it. So in just a few minutes, what we've done is moved some furniture, cleared out some of the items, restored the real purpose of the room, which is as a dining room, and really opened this up so that when you walk in now, you're not hitting a big piece of furniture. You walk in and you're like, wow, this is so open and pretty. There's some nice color over there. There's a beautiful arrangement. I could really see myself in this
You want to
space.
be able to move into the space.
Hi, this is Sarah Auerbach, calling from Amherst. When a client calls us and they're interested, we usually talk over the phone and explain what we do and ask them what they're interested in, and then we will go meet with them and consult with them, walk them through and give them suggestions for improving the space or what color might work here or furniture rearranging. Other times we'll actually step back and give them a bid if they would like us to do additional work, actually rearrange things, move artwork, and then that's a secondary process.
And then the other thing that's so great is that we can do is as much or as little as a homeowner would like.
Yeah.
So sometimes they just need just a little bit of help. But sometimes they get into a project and they think it's too big for them, and then they bring us on as a team.
Now we're going to start move to the living room and work in here. And one of the things we're going to focus on is moving some of the furniture. Right now there's this beautiful chair here, but it really blocks your entrance into the room and it blocks the energy. And you really want to make people feel like they can move right through and into a space so they can really imagine living in a space.
I would say the most common problem that we see when we're staging a home is that there's too much furniture in a room. So we go in and we really figure out what should come out to open up the room.
You know, a space that's functional, comfortable, and luxurious is really the essence of good design. And I think it's a series of building blocks, and having a focal point in the room that really anchors you, having furniture that's comfortable, and then
Cohesive palette.
Yeah, a cohesive palette, adding textures to soften it, having a variety of pieces. You don't want to have too much of any one kind of an element, you know?
The balance to the room.
You want to have a balance to the room. I mean, you know, it's really a combination, and I would say maybe a layering process.
Absolutely, and I think that's what's so great with Amherst Style, that we have two people. You have two different viewpoints. So what is pleasing to me is not always pleasing to Sarah. So we try to find the balance between the two of us, and I think that that's really a wonderful addition.
And we love working together. And I mean, we were recently at some education and met a lot of other people in the decorating business, and you know, we got so many comments of, oh, how great it is. You must really, you know, to have a business partner. And we're like, we think it's great, you know.
We just
feel
have
like
a laugh all day.
No, but we have a good time,
We do.
you know. So we have a lot of fun, and we think that our clients can feel that.